Check, check, check. Good morning. Good morning. Friday, October 23rd, 2020. Right now I'm watching ZDGE, this big squeeze. Earlier I put in some orders to short. I just got executed at 3. I also have an order at 324. And it looks like I'm going to miss it. But really, even though I'm short right now, I actually am thinking that ZDGE is going to be a nice long. So I think here at the open, it's going to dump. It may not, but I'm looking for support. Maybe if it, say it pulls back to the 250 area and puts in a base, maybe look to buy it. I like the daily chart on it. I mean, here's a 1-year chart, and we're up near $3. It's a nice breakout over 2. 52-week highs. Look at this breakout over 2. So, you know, we'll look. Granted, hypothetically speaking, granted it pulls back. It pulls back and it bases. I mean, it could just squeeze right out the gate, but I think the odds are that it pulls back some before it squeezes. So yeah, I put my, I got a short here at 3, and then I got another one at 324. I was thinking that with this squeeze, I didn't missed it. I didn't actually start seeing it until it was about a little over 250. I probably should have been buying it right here in the breakout over 250, but you know, I didn't buy it. I was like, well, if it gets up near 3, I'll short it up there. So even though I'm short, I'm actually long biased on ZDGE. It's on the top percent gainers list of today. They reported better than expected Q4 EPS and sales results. So good for them. Better than expected. You know what that means? That means that their sales still sucked. But better than expected. Uh-oh, looks like I may get my 324 executed. Maybe. It's at 313. I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna get it. And there's no more shares left to short at E-Trade. I just tried to short more here up at 3, but there's no more shares left. So welcome. I guess I should do. You know what? I gotta do the disclaimer. I am not an investment advisor, and I don't recommend you guys follow my trades at all. And this is for pure entertainment purposes only. My entertainment, maybe not yours. For sure mine. Actually, you can also consider this therapy. It's kind of like therapy, you know. You see me fuck things up. When I screw shit up, you know, and talk about it, it's good to talk about it. All right, so a couple other ones. I have too many positions open right now. I don't like having this many. I've got 4 right now. KXIN. So I was long yesterday. Well, the reason why I was long yesterday is because I like the daily. If you look at the daily, so it was a multi-day runner. It pulled back a couple days. It put in a low here, put in a higher low here yesterday. So I like that. I'm kind of bullish on that. And so yesterday I was buying it up. I bought some on this dip and then sold into the rip, and then I added on this dip, and then I was selling into this rip towards 5 in the afternoon. My average is 451. So right now it's kind of gapping down a little bit. I'll probably just risk 450, 449, 448 right in there. But I do think that KXIN, if it gets going, it gets some volume, this thing is super volatile. So hopefully we'll be able to sell into a spike there. Also a nice short yesterday that I caught, PEIX. This thing has been a multi-day runner it's been running for a while. I've been watching this, been on the back burner. I've been waiting for a day to really short it nice. Yesterday, it really gave it up a lot and started dumping. So yesterday, I missed the initial panic. Yesterday, but when it bounced, I shorted up here at 10. And then you see this flush down to 9. I was covering into that flush down to 9. I added back some shares at 9.50, and then it faded, and then I covered into this fade down towards 9 again, and I held some. So I got a small piece. Well, I actually added back this morning into this little gap up. So I got a piece left. I got a 963 average. And yeah, so this one I'm expecting to, we got the red to green on PEIX is $9.12. So I'll probably just risk like 955. I mean, if it starts to spike on me, then I'll just cover it and then look to maybe short higher, because yesterday it dumped like $2 a share. But yesterday was the first red day, so I would think that we're going to get a second red day. And ZDGE is pulling back for me a little bit now. Another one, so I'm short PEIX, long KXIN, and the other one, NMDM. This is the other one I made money on yesterday. So this is basically a continuation play from yesterday. Yesterday, it dumped and then it held VWAP all day. See, it held VWAP all day long. So into the after hour or into the afternoon, I started buying it up in the 380s. 380s, it spiked up, it broke over, it was testing high a day, pulled back a little bit, and then it squeezed into the last half hour. I sold some into this push over 4 around 410, and then I sold more into that push at like 430 after hours. And then this morning it kind of dipped, so I bought some more here. I think at 406. I bought more at 406, and now it's kind of gapping up. The red to green on NMDM is 413, so I'll probably just put in a stop loss just under 4. So if it dips below the red to green at 413, that's okay. And then as long as see if it can find some support at 4, if it kind of dips right at the open, I'll need to get that order in here pretty quick. Actually, I'm going to put that in right now. I'm just going to put a stop loss in at say 398. And if we look at the daily on NMDM, I caught day 1 of the bounce. So we had the sell-off. Here was day 1 of the bounce. Sold into that push, and then so yesterday was day 2. It kind of started. We got a second green day. So hopefully we can get a third green day and get maybe a push to 450 or 5. Now ZDGE rolling over a little bit. See where it finds some support. It's kind of finding some in the 290s. So ZDGE, PEIX, NMDM, KXIN. And then the other big one of the day right now, that the hot shit, is SCKT. This one started spiking up after hours yesterday, and then it's actually continued today, which is kind of, lately it seems like a lot of these after hours runners, the next morning they gap down. This one right here, what did they do? They put out news that, what is it, a battery test? Something like that. Anyways, I got some fluff news. The float on SCKT is 4.6 million. So pretty low. So pretty low float. You know, I don't know what to do with this one. I'm just watching it. Like right now, I mean, I kind of want to buy the pullback at 355, but I got too many positions open right now, so I'm just going to leave it alone and watch it and see if it sets up for later in the day. This might be our big squeezer of the day. Who knows? I don't know. And let's see here. Morning buy-in. Bimmy, yes, Bimmy. Let's look at Bimmy. Bimmy is garbage. Bimmy. Look at that. So let's look at their news. Boki International Medical and Mo Yu with Kojing I can't pronounce that. So they acquired a hospital, terms not disclosed. Acquiring. So if I look at the daily on it, look left on the daily. Look at that daily chart. Brutal. So Bimmy's gonna have a tough time. I mean, just a long history of failed spikes. So Bimmy, I'm not touching until it can prove itself. It proves it can spike, hold its gains, and grind higher. Other than that, I am not fucking with Bimmy. And ZDGE pulling back some more. I was hoping I was going to get my 325 short, my 324. I need to get my stop losses in. What do I think of Sava? It's on the watch list. It gapped up. Oh wow, it's been selling off. Damn. Holy shit, didn't realize it's been selling off so hard. I'm assuming you're wanting to dip buy it. You know what I do like about Sava? If you look at this daily chart, look how yesterday, so it's been selling off for multiple days in a row. I like how you got this extended wick down here. See this extended wick? The buyers just bought that shit up. So bought it up around the 840s. And look right here. It's the low of this candle from September 18th to the low of this candle. So it got bought right up. It looks like it's primed for a bounce. And then now it's gapping. Is it gapping up? Oh, wow. Gapped up a ton to 1160. Jeez. Man, did they put out news? Oh, they got an analyst upgrade. Announces a price target of 24. Yeah, right. Shares are trading higher. That's fantastic, though. Awesome. I like that. Higher the better. So it's up near the 11s. You know, I mean, we'll see what it. Well, you know what? This is. I thank you for bringing it to my attention. I really don't know what to do with it. You know, I don't know whether to buy it or short a morning spike. But I'm definitely going to keep it on radar. I'm going to set it up on one of my side charts over here because it is gapping up. Some analysts bought a bunch of their stock and then gave them an upgrade. I'm just kidding. I don't know if they bought a bunch of stock or not. So, nevertheless, let's see. We got 5 minutes to the market open. 4 minutes. 6 minutes. I'm in a little bit of pain this morning. Wednesday after the live stream, I said I was going to go work out. I worked out and I hurt my knee. And yesterday it really started swelling up like a bitch. So I'm kind of hurting today. a little bit, but I'll be okay. So if I seem a little less energetic, it's because I didn't sleep hardly at all last night because my knee was killing me. I ate ibuprofen like Skittles yesterday. All right, so I'm gonna get my stop losses in real quick. PEIX spikes up on me. I'm going to get out. I'm just gonna put my stop loss on my entry. NMDM. Definitely want to get my stop loss in on KXIN. If it breaks 450. And if KXIN gets over 475, that is the red to green. This thing's pretty volatile. It usually squeezes, you know, $1 a share pretty quickly. So yes, watching Sava, watching PEIX, watching SCKT, watching KXIN, watching ZDGE, watching NMDM. Let's see what else. I've given up on WWR. Also watching BIMI. Can't forget about BIMI. And ZDGE holding the 290s pretty well right now. Basing. I think ZDGE might squeeze right at the open. We'll see. So we got 3 minutes. This week's been a pretty good week for me. What's today's date? The 23rd. And I decided what I'm going to be for Halloween. I decided I'm going to be a Mexican wrestler. You ever seen those wrestlers where they put on the mask and they have a cape like Nacho Libre? So that's what I'm going to be for. I'm going on a party bus next Friday for Halloween. So that's what I'm going to be. October 23rd. Pretend that everyone you meet is wearing a button that says, "Make me feel important." Then do your best to really make them feel important. It's probably pretty good advice. So who are you going to make feel important today? I should probably make my wife feel important instead of working all the time. Okay, so NNDM, we're up to the 420s. I'm going to risk 4. ZDGE, finding some support in the 280s. We got less than a minute to go. Less than a minute till the open. Trade safe. Started on ZDG at 314. Short or long, Bison? You short or long? I think short. Seems like you short a lot. If it was Henry, it'd be long. I haven't heard from Henry today. I don't know what's going on with him. So here we go. We got 15 seconds. Ding, 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 ding. And here comes the squeeze. All right, I got my 324 executed on ZDGE. I got my short executed at 324. We'll see what happens next. So it's pulling back. I'm going to cover some. Got some covered there. Covered some in the 290s. Oh, it's holding up. Covered some more. So immediately got that spike right up at 224. I almost top ticked it there. I'm going to hold the... I covered 3/4 of my position. I'm just going to hold the rest. We'll see what happens. Look at that. Now we're really starting to dump. I covered too much. Damn it. It could come back though. NMDM. I need to put my stop loss in at 4 or at 398. It's testing red to green right now. KXIN down to 460. PIX starting to flush a little bit. And all right, ZDGE looks like it's finding some support here. So I covered some more. I mean, might be a mistake, but I just want to book those profits. I mean, I did just get almost, I got like 40 cents a share. There we go. Now it's dumping a little bit more. And KXIN, kind of a little pop-up to red to green on KXIN is 474. NMDM pulling back some more, testing red to green. Looks kind of like a weak open. And KXIN, I need to put a stop loss in. It's down to the 450s now. I kind of want to buy ZDGE now. It looks like it's, maybe not. I'll wait. I do think there's going to be a dip buy opportunity on ZDGE. Just waiting. Bison thinks it rips. It tried to rip, Bison. It tried to rip. I'm trying to figure out where I want to start in long on it. I mean, I'm still short, but it looks like it's... You know what? I'm going to dabble long a little bit. ZDGE. If it goes lower, it goes lower. PIX barely moving. I'm about ready to cover it just so I don't have to even think about it. It's not really breaking down the way I wanted. So I covered my PIX for about a 30-cent profit. KXIN. KIXN, I think is going once KXIN gets over 474, I think it squeezes. Okay, I added more at 280 on my ZDGE long. I'm still got a small piece short. I'm gonna average down a little bit into this panic because I think we're gonna get a nice bounce on ZDGE. NMDM up over 420. So we're starting to push a little bit. Okay, I added some more at 264 on ZDGE. Thinking about covering too the rest of my long, or my rest of my short. All right, I covered a little bit at 260. I probably should hold the rest. We're up to 426 now on NMDM, so that one's working out nicely. Probably should look to take some profits here soon. I'd love to see 450 out of NMDM. SCKT long from 350. Just got a wow. Ooh, I missed that one. SCKT. Nice trade. Holy shit. So you bought that right out the open, huh? Then it squeezed like crazy. Now it's dumping. All right, I think ZDD is about to bounce. I'm probably just going to cover the rest of my short. Maybe I'm wrong. Wow, look at that dip on SCKT. Is that a buy into that dip? I don't know. I'll watch it though. All right, I'm covering the rest of this. I covered the rest of my ZDGE, so now I'm officially all long right now, with an average of 276. And we are officially green on KXIN. So KXIN squeezing up a little bit. If it can't get over 5 here pretty quick, I'm not going to sit there and hold this long and hope and pray that it's either going to squeeze over 5 and start pushing, or I'll just move my stop loss. I'll put my stop loss at I'm going to put my stop loss in at just below at the low a day. I'm going to put it at 458. And just move it up as if it can, and then I'll sell into any spike. I mean, I could take some profits right here on KXIN. I probably should take some profits actually, instead of just, because it, you know, the volume isn't really coming in like crazy on KXIN, so I might as well take some off into this push instead of letting it just roll over on me and missing out on that money. All right, I sold half right there at 485 on KXIN. And we're putting in a nice support base look right here in the 260s. So it's starting to support. I'm looking to I think I might add some more. Got some more right there at 274 on ZDGE. And we're up to the 430s on NMDM. I think I'm going to have to sell some there. Take some profits on that one. Oops. Got my stop loss in. All right, took some profits on NMDM. So it's popping up a bit. And then my entry is lower than the low a day, so I'll just put my stop loss at low a day, and we'll just let this one work. Ooh, right when I thought I was putting in a support zone, ZDGE dumps even more. I knew I shouldn't have let go of my short. I knew it. It's okay though. I'm going to add a little bit more. Lower the better. I do think that ZDGE is going to give us a nice bounce. I may be a little bit early. That's why I'm taking really, as I'm scaling in, I'm taking just small pieces. Because I'm usually early. So I'm going to put my stop loss in at 409 on NMDM. I mean, if it goes to 450, I'm going to have to sell it all. That's my goal, is 450. And we're up to almost 440 now on NMDM. So we dumped down to the 260s. My average now is 272. And we're up to the 490s on KXIN. Let's see if we can get over 5. DOGZ is ripping. Ooh, yeah, look at that. From 221 up to 338. Oh, multi-day runner. Thank you for bringing that up, Bison. DOG Dogs. DOGZ. What kind of company is this? Doll and Toy Manufacturing. Definitely going to be watching that one. Oh, we're over $5 on KXIN. Nice. Look at this squeeze. Perfect. Maybe I should sell a little bit into this. Look at that. There we go. So we're over 5. I'm going to sell some into this push. And then I'll look to add shares back on a pullback. So it'll probably pull back here in a minute to 5, and I'll add some shares back. But yeah, I'm selling into that push. I got some out at, what price did I get out at? That's my cost bias. What did I get executed at? There's the 550s. Wow, I think it just got halted. So KXIN is halted. So I will definitely be adding. Definitely be adding. I mean, of course, I was selling too early, but that's okay. We're over 5. I'm going to add shares back on this pullback on KXIN. Meanwhile, ZDGE, I mean, it appears to be finding some support right here in the 260s. I could be wrong, though. I thought that about the 270s. So it wants to go lower. 250, though, is a whole round number. So I might look to add some more here at the $0.50. It's not a whole round number. It's a $0.50. I love, like, the whole round numbers, like 3, 250, 2. Do I want to buy more? I'll just wait. I feel like it's going to bounce, though. I feel like we're at least going to get a bounce up to 3. I love the daily on it. And the more it pulls back, the lower. The reason why I say the lower the better is because the more that it pulls back, yeah. I mean, look at that. Look at that sell-off. Okay, I'm not buying it in the 2. All right, I bought some more 265. Hopefully it's not a mistake. Halted on KXIN. NMDM pulled back to the 420s, and now it's looking to go a little bit higher. So we're up to the 470s now. Let's see if it can continue to curl and base over 250. And I'm going to put in a buy order on KXIN. I'm gonna look to add to my position. Ooh, it's up at 550s. I'm gonna try to add in the 5. 530s. Put an order to add. And I need to get SCKT up on my main chart. SCKT. And it looks like SCKT looks like it's finding some support here in the 340s. Maybe. I don't know though. I mean, it looks like it's finding support, but I mean, this little bounce could just get rejected and it could go lower. I'm not going to buy it. We'll just watch for right now. ZDGE, just what I think might happen to SCKT right now, what is happening to ZDGE. So ZDGE, look, it had this little bounce up to the 270s. I was going to sell a little bit right here, and I didn't. I was too slow. And now it's going to go lower. Now we can just hope to see if 250 can hold. So my average now is 270. I'm not going to add any more for a while until it starts to show some curling action and some strength. KXIN set to resume in at 9:47 Eastern Standard Time. So it should open any second now, KXIN. So we'll see what happens with this one. I made some nice money on KXIN this week. And it's testing 250 now. ZDGE testing 250. I really want to add some more right here at 250. Can't help it, I'm going to. Added more at 253 on ZDGE. I got to have a little bit of faith that this 250 area is going to hold. And we're up to 6. We gapped up to 6 on KXIN. Damn. Look at that. So I got to find an ad somewhere. KXIN squeezing. I guess I have to, but I really want to. KXIN. So it's pulling back a little bit right now. Look at that. Look at that. Jeez. Nice move on KXIN. Still holding a small piece. I'm just looking, maybe the 550s I should add. All right, I'm going to add some in 550. Got the buy order at 554. There's the 580s. All right, I added at 580. So I added at 580 on that little pullback. It's getting bought up right now. And if it goes even lower to say the 530s, I'll probably add some more. Because, you know, there's a lot of, I mean, there's the initial spike. It's green on the day. You know, a lot of people are going to be coming in and buying on these pullbacks. Now we're up to 6. I think it's going to get stuffed up here. I could probably short up here actually at 6. Nope, no shares to short. I was thinking about shorting up here at 6, and then cover down here in the low 5s, and then add more shares back. But there we go. There's the. I would have got my 554 if I had been more patient on that pullback. I got another order to add at 532. NMDM looks like it's about to roll over, so I'm going to sell the rest of those. It's at 424, so I'll sell those, take that profit. All right, I'm out of NMDM. Took the rest of my profits there. It looks like it's rolling over. I mean, it could find some support, you know, but look at it. It's dumping right now. So glad I sold into that little spike. Done with that one. Now I can focus on bigger and better moves like KXIN. ZDGE down to 249. So no bounce yet. Should have held my short. Scalp ZDE for 10% gain at the open. Nice. Nice, Matt. Were you here right at the were you in the live stream right when we started? I basically I had an order from the pre-market at 424 and basically top ticked it on the ZDG. I got really lucky with that. Covered too early, of course, and now I'm buying up the dips on ZDEG, and of course I covered my short too early and I'm buying up my dips too early. This KXIN, though, is working out nicely. It's too bad I started taking profits way too early. I started taking profits as soon as it popped over 5. I knew, though, once this thing went green on the day, went green at 476, so, you know, I was long from yesterday, and so I was already in the money. I was long from 451. So I knew, but once it got over 476, you see, once it popped over 476, popped over that red to green line, and it was consolidating, I should have been adding there instead of, you know, but I didn't add, but then I had that first little pop up over 5, and I immediately sold some. But, I mean, how many times do you not sell some, and then it fucking just, you don't take your profits, and it just rolls over and dies? How many times that happen? A lot. So we're getting another pullback. I'm thinking about adding more shares to my KXIN in the 560s. I got an order at 561. Got executed at 561, so added more. So now my new average is 532, which actually I have an order at 532, ironically, to buy some more. Which I think I will change that order, move it lower. This could go lower. Meanwhile, with the old ZDGE, we're still fading, but it may take a little while for this one to bounce, but I do feel like it's going to SCKT just hit the high day scanner again. Oh shit! Wow, look at that. SCKT, look at that. Look at that rip. Holy fuck. Damn. From 340 up to 440 in like 2 minutes. That was the dip buy opportunity right there. That is a dip buy. Man. SCKT. I might have to buy this little pullback right here. Oh, kind of dangerous though. Pulled back to 395, 4. I'm going to buy some. I'm buying it at 4. Got it at 4. I mean, these things, they can go down or they can go, yeah, they can go down just as fast as they went up. I got it at 4. We'll see if it can bounce. I'm already getting nervous. It's going to go back to VWAP, you fucker. I didn't take very big size, though, because this thing's so volatile that you don't need big size to make any money on it. Looks like it's getting bought up right now. And really, all I really want, my goal would be like 450. Would be somewhere near the highs. I mean, it gets over 450, it's probably going to keep going. But I'm going to be selling into a push over 450. In fact, I'm getting nervous right now and wanting to sell some. All right, I sold a little bit there. Just because I'm nervous. It doesn't really look like it wants to go. I could be wrong though. I mean, this candle right off VWAP went from 376 to 349. Come on, push. I sold some more for break even. There, it's starting to go. There we go. Come on. Gonna test the highs. It might need to consolidate over VWAP for a minute. All right, I'm out for break even on SCKT. I just want to watch it for a minute. I feel like it might get smacked down to the 370s. So I'm just going to leave it alone for a minute, watch it. I might actually I'm going to put in an order to buy in the 370s at probably like 376, 378 buy. So if it gets smacked down to VWAP, I think it might need to consolidate over VWAP for a minute before it can go again. Palcash, welcome back, sir. SCKT over VWAP. Fuck yeah, it is. SCKT back in again, long from 353. Sold at 430. Damn, buying. Nice trade. You feel like you sold? I don't know, man. Selling up at 430, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good sell right there. All right. I just got executed on SCKT. I got executed at 378. So we'll see how the 370s hold. I'm going to put in a stop loss at 374 because if the thing can't hold VWAP, actually 372. If it can't hold VWAP, I don't want to be there for the fucking destruction of it. I want it to hold VWAP. I put my stop loss in at 369 just to give myself a tad bit of wiggle room. But I feel like, see how it's getting bought up right at VWAP? Look at that candle. It's just getting bought up immediately. Right at VWAP. So, I'm going to get my sell orders ready on SCKT because this thing moves fast. So if I get an opportunity to take my profits over $4, I will be taking profits over 4. Anything over 4, I'm going to start selling some. Took me out. Hit my stop loss. So it took a scratch on it. And meanwhile, ZDGE... Really, if I had just a smidgen of patience, a small smidgen of patience, right? This looks like a much better long opportunity right here on ZDGE. Look at this base that it formed right here, this curling action right here in the 240s. So right here, 240s, 250s would have been a good spot to buy. I got a shitty average on ZDGE of 267. Congratulations, me. All right, 360s now. We're down to the 360s.
IPO is now trading.
Man, I am glad I sold my first, when I first tried to buy it at 4, I'm so happy I sold it. Okay, I just bought some more at 360. I'm going to try one more time. You know, and if you're under the PDT, the stocks like that, you really got to be patient with your fucking entries. You really have to wait till things set up, because if you're under the PDT, you only get like you only get 3-day trades a week, so you want to make them count. Whereas me, I can just I can get a bad entry and immediately just get out. All right, so now we're up to 365. We're starting to bounce, so I'm going to risk 350. There we go, 366. 365. So it had this support. Now it looks like it's putting in a higher low. Come on, 370s. Don't look like it wants to bounce, does it? Sold some at 366. Is it going to bounce? I don't think it is. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I'm getting out. Selling. I'm out. Yep, there it goes. So glad I got out. Whenever it, I mean, it still could bounce. CKT still could bounce. And I'm going to add to my KXIN. Added at 536 to my KXIN. And ZDGE still failing. Still failing. That's too bad. SCKT. Man. It's way, way, way down here. So it looks like it's finding support over 350. Looks like it's finding support at 350. I'm going to give it one more try. I got it at 360. One more try. My stop's going to be the low of this candle this candle that just happened 2 minutes ago. So 346. So 344. So we can get a pop over VWAP. So there we go, up to the 370s. Come on. Squeeze for me. Sold some at 374. Love to see $4. Would love to see $4. Up to 373. I'm not going to sell any yet. I'm not going to sell any more yet. I'm just going to wait. So it's starting to put in this upward trend. Putting in lower highs. Meanwhile, ZDGE down to 244. KXIN up to 542. SCKT. Matt thinks ZDG found a base. Maybe. It looks like it. I mean, you know what though? It's a ZDG it's got a gradual sell-off right now. I'm not going to add right now. I'm just going to wait. It's still got this downward trend. It's still putting in lower highs and lower lows, so we'll just wait till it starts basing a little bit more. It's real gradual though, so it's not real dramatic. That's why I'm not kind of panicked about it. I do feel like it's going to bounce here. Maybe it might take an hour though for it to bounce, but I feel like we should get a bounce. I do love the daily chart on ZDG. I mean, that daily, a nice breakout on the daily. You know, now it's pulling back. I don't think that it'll be an all-day fader. I mean, you never know. It could be, but it doesn't matter. I mean, if it bounces to $3, I'm going to be selling anyway, so I might hold a small piece for it to break out over high day, depending on the volume and how strong it is whenever it squeezes up to that $3 mark. So we're up to the 360s now. We're just under VWAP on KXIN. Bimmy curling. I'm glad you sold it too, Brian. There we go. There's the 380s. There we go. Now we're getting a bounce. Sold some at 380. All right, sold some more at 380. So we'll see what happens here. We'll see if we can go to 4 on SCKT. Nice little bounce. Look at that bounce. This thing is volatile, so if we get a big candle right here, if we get a push towards 440, I'm probably going to sell anything close to 420. Because, I mean, it could just get rejected. It could be a triple top and just get rejected again by high day. I mean, it broke out, but only for a split second. And it don't even look like it's going to get that high. Looks like it's going to give it all up right now. I'm going to put my stop loss in at 350, just under 350, because it's dying right now fast. I mean, you could add right here, but I'm not going to. I got a stop loss in at 347 right now. We'll see what happens. So I'm glad I sold into that little push towards 380, because now I can't lose on the trade, even if it does go again, even if I lose like 13 cents on it. If you're thinking of longing ZDGE, I'd still wait. I'd wait a little longer. Wait till it stops putting, you know, it needs to start putting in some higher lows and stop putting the lower highs in. And I'm glad I sold my NNDM. It's all the way down, went all the way down to 390. And I think SCKT is about to break through 350. And if I think that, I shouldn't even wait for it to do that. Maybe I should just give it a chance. Maybe it won't go through 350. I'll be right back. I go to the restroom. CLPS. Oh yeah, and Bimmy. We gotta look at Bimmy. Bimmy. Let's check it out. Ooh, Bimmy. I can't buy Bimmy just based on the daily. I don't think Bimmy's gonna come back. It could come back, but I'd rather, if I'm going to dip buy, I'd rather dip buy ZDGE based on the daily chart. Plus, dude, look at the daily on, look left on Vimy. It's just fucking atrocious. Every spike is just completely sold off. And then if you look at ZDGE, look at their daily chart. Look left on the daily. It's a clear 52-week high breakout. So I feel much more comfortable with the dip buy on ZDGE than I do Bimmy. KXIN down to the 532. Bought some more KXIN at 532. Okay, I gotta go to the restroom. And SCKT looks like it's holding and wants to squeeze again. I almost got out for break even with the rest of my shares, but it looks like it's holding now. So longer it holds over 350, the better. Be so awesome to get a squeeze and a break over 450. We go to $5-6. Mirror and long from 235. MIRN. I think that was moving after hours, wasn't it? Mirren? Thought it was yesterday. MIRN. Oh, wow. Nice little push on Mirren. I can't trade this one. I have to call it E-Trade, or else I would have been trading it. Yeah. Nice little bounce play. Did you have it overnight, or did you just buy it today? I'm thinking SCKT is going to be the play of the day, man. I'm thinking this thing, the way this chart is setting up right now, it's got higher lows. It's basing really nicely over 350. I think we might get a breakout. It's possible to get a breakout over 450. Speaking of putting in nice bases, KXIN right here is putting in a nice base. Off that squeeze. I think KXIN has the potential to go to like 750, 657, 750. And we're at 380. We're back to the 380s on SCKT. Damn, I gotta go to the bathroom. I don't want to walk away from this stock. I'll be right back. Oh, we did get to 4. And KXIN's curling too. Oh, Oh, should I sell here at 4, or is it gonna go, or is it gonna keep squeezing? All right, I gotta sell some. I gotta sell some. I gotta take some profits. If it goes, it goes. Without me, I gotta sell some. Sell. All right, boom. I got out. I got some out at 4. I still got a small piece left. Also sold a little bit more of my KXIN at 550. And look at that. We're going to test high a day. We're going to test high a day. Is it going to break out? I think it's going to break out. It's at the 420s. I think it's going to break out. SKT, I feel, may front. Yeah, I think it's going to front too, Matt. Look at that. It is running. I want the breakout, though. You know what I want? I want to break out over the high of 450. And then after it breaks out, I want to pull back. I want it to retest these levels of 450, 440. And then a squeeze higher. So we'll see. I'm going to add. If it does that, I'm going to add. Nope. Smack down. Smack down. I had a feeling it might triple top. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Triple top. Maybe it's just pulling back to 4. I don't know. We'll see if it retests VWAP. See if it can hold VWAP. I added some shares back at 390. I can't help it. Because I want to have a little more size if it gets out over 350. So my new average now is 376. So I can just risk just below VWAP and let the trade work. I feel like VWAP should hold. I think we're going to get some more downside right here. I think if it doesn't ever touch VWAP right now, if it kind of goes sideways above VWAP, that's going to be super bullish. Meanwhile, ZDGE looks like it's wanting, every time I think it's wanting to curl and squeeze a little bit, it gets rejected, but it looks like it's wanting to start curling. And here comes the test of VWAP that I was just talking about. Come on, VWAP, hold. I added some more at 381. I added some more. On my SCKT. I'm going to put that stop loss in, though. If it can't hold VWAP, I don't want to be in it. I'll put it at 370. Alright, got it in at 371. Hopefully it just doesn't dip below VWAP and then take me out. There's got to be a lot of dip buyers coming in off VWAP right here. Oh, DOGS. Look at that one again. Yeah. Starting to curl up a little bit. Spike. Pulled back. I didn't look left on the daily yet. Oh yeah, multi-day runner. I like DOGS for a dip buy on this pullback. Oh no. Alright, there it goes. SCKT took me out. Doesn't surprise me. I should have sold it all into that fucking squeeze to like the 420s. But you never know. My good sense was telling me sell in the 420s. And then well, I did sell some though, so I mean, I didn't lose anything on the trade. I made money on the trade, but I was just super hopeful that it could actually break out. And it still might, actually. But, I mean, this thing's a choppy mess. I mean, look at this. So you got to take your profits in any big pushes on SCKT because it's definitely a choppy mess. Meanwhile, ZDGE is looks like it's gradually trying to come back. Keyword gradually. KXIN, I'm just going to put my stop at 519. And we'll see if this KXIN can get some more volume and squeeze out some more later today. I added some more to my KXIN at 537. I'm going to risk 520. MIRN is MRIN. Wow, MRN, that was the pullback to buy. Look at that, MRN. That was the spot right there. I love this. Look how it holds VWAP. It squeezes up. It pulls back to VWAP, and now it's pushing again. I'm not gonna buy it though. EVK. Yes, I agree, Matt. SCKT looks like higher lows. I mean, it is higher lows. This trend is definitely intact, but it's got a shit ton of resistance up here in the 4s. I'm done with it for now. Meanwhile, ZDGE with a little squeeze. ZDGE with a little squeeze. I'm going to put in a sell order in the 370s. ZDG looks like it's trying to curl a little bit. I don't know if it'll get there, though. Look at that. MRN. Man, E-Trade kind of pisses me off. I can't buy it. I have to call him and talk to him. There's no way I'm calling him and waiting 20 minutes to put in a buy order. It's up to 325 now. Nice push on MIRN. MRIN. And my KXIN just took me out. So I'm out of that one. So I'm out of that. I'm out of SCKT. My only position left is ZDGE. And my average is 267 right now. I got an order to sell at 273 right up near VWAP. I'm not going to sell all of it. I'm just going to sell a piece of it. Yeah. You're right, Brian. MRIN is a nice squeeze. Man, you got in at 235. Wow, nice trade on MRN. Look, now we're starting to get our bounce on ZDGE. Come on, a little bit higher. Went to It got rejected by 270. It should still get it though. Yeah, I can't do anything with MRN. That sucks. I can't buy it. I can't short it. And KXIN down to $5. Kind of makes me want to buy it down here at 5. In fact, I am going to buy it because every time this thing sells off, it usually comes back. All right, I got long KXN again at $5. So MRN rejected by 325 so far. EVK, forgot about that one. Look at that one. EVK. EVK looks like it's basing over 3. Look at the daily again. So that big squeeze kind of gapped up today. Man, what a sell-off. So it sold off so hard yesterday, and then it had a pre-market bounce, and then now it's just, I mean, you could make a case for buying EVK right here in the 320s. But I mean, I'd want to risk 290, so that's too much of a, I'm not risking 30 cents. Okay, I sold a pretty healthy piece of my, I sold 2/3 of my ZDGE. I took a, my average is 267, so I took a 7-cent loss on 2/3 of my shares. So my new average on the rest of those shares is 253. So we'll see if the 250s can hold. I might look to add some of those shares back closer down to, like, you know, in the 240s, 250s. I might look to add some shares back. We'll see if it puts in a higher low. Meanwhile, I bought the dip on KXIN, and it keeps dipping. So we're down to 488 on KXIN. I shouldn't have went back to the well again on KXIN. You know, I'm up over $1,000 in the day, and now I'm giving it back. Look at SCKT, man. It's not dying yet. I don't trust it, though. I do not trust it. ZDGE up to the 260s, holding over 250. MRN looks like a buy right now, back at $3. Right next to VWAP. It's held VWAP every time. So why wouldn't we expect it to hold VWAP again? But I'm not going to buy it. Well, I can't buy it. Back up to 4 on SCKT. But it looks like it might get rejected here. Up to 4 on SCKT. I would not buy this right up here, because that could just be another higher low. And we're up over 5 on KXIN. I think I'm just going to sell this for break even. I don't feel like watching it. I've already made my money for the day. And it goes to 510 as soon as I sell it. So KXIN starting to bounce a little bit. Man, SCKT. I'm going to be surprised if this breaks. I won't be surprised. What the hell am I saying? Will I be surprised? I won't be surprised. Is it going to go? Meanwhile, ZDGE consolidating over 250 at the moment. Is JKS a dip buy? That was that big multi-day runner that's been rolling over for the last couple of days, isn't it? JKS. Let's look at JK. Wow. Interesting. Man, from 90 down to 60, it kind of does look like a dip buy. I don't want to mess with it just because it's so expensive, but yeah, it does look like a dip buy. Crashing off its highs from 90 down to 60. SCKT rejected again. I'm going to add to my ZDGE at 249. I added. Let's see here. I'm going to risk the 230s. I'm going to buy some more. Okay, bought some more. ZDGE. And SCKT is just coiling. It's getting ready to make a big move soon. See, look at it. It's going choppy, choppy, chop, 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 chop fest. And as it puts in higher lows and lower highs, and it just keeps coming to a point, And then eventually it's either going to squeeze and just start ripping, or it's going to break the trend either way, or it's going to dump and just break that trend and give a death candle. And right now it's looking like it wants to fail. Yep. It's breaking that trend right now. Would not be dip buying this right now. I could be wrong, but it's getting bought up. SCKT. Ugh. Yeah, JKS actually does look like a decent dip buy. And I agree with you. I mean, man, this thing's got some range too. It looks like it's basing. What does JKS do? What kind of company is this? This is like a real company, I think. It's got a float of 31 million. Semiconductor. Jinko Solar Holding, together with subsidiaries, engages in the design, development, production, and marketing photovoltaic products. Company offers solar modules, silicone wafers, solar cells, recovered silicone materials, and silicone ingots. It also provides solar system integration services and develops commercial solar power projects. So it's a solar company. Manufacturing is the sector. MRN looks like a buy right now off $3. And ZDGE. So here's the lower. I gotta buy some more. So here's, to me, what this looks like, ZDGE. This looks like the higher low right here. So I'm hoping this gets bought up right here. And then we continue and we get a break over VWAP and a squeeze up to 3. That's the idea. And then risk the low. Risk the 230s. And right after I say MRN looks like a good buy at 3, it fucking snaps. You never know with these damn NASDAQs. So you can't get too stuck in your bias. Anybody watch the presidential debate last night? I missed it. I was playing poker, had a good night. Made about $600 playing some 1-2. 650 to be exact. And watched some football. And there she blows. Which one? La Mamanola? What's La Mamanola? Which one's blowing? See, this setup right here, if I was under PDT, this would be a decent setup to take. The ZDGE. You know, you've waited for it to put in a base, it bounced, and it put in a higher low. You got a set defined risk. You know, in the 230s, you're not risking a whole lot. You're risking like if you bought it at 250, you're risking like 15 cents. And then your reward is up here near 3. So you got, 50 cents of upside, 15 cents of downside, so your risk to reward is good. The daily chart, we looked left on the daily chart. It's a breakout on the daily. It's got good volume today. And they got news. They reported better than expected fourth quarter EPS and sales results. So their earnings, it's an earnings winner. It's an earnings winner. And when I say earnings winner, I say that doesn't mean they're winning. It says their sales are better than expected. It means that they probably suck. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, I didn't. Perfect. I thought I sold my shares. I didn't. So, yeah, ZDGE has multiple component parts. It's just that it's not whipping around and moving fucking $1 a share in like 3 minutes like SCKT. But if this thing comes back and it starts grinding and holding its gains and starts grinding and gearing and perking the rest of the day, you could set your risk and walk away, and then you never know, it might come back and it breaks out over later in the afternoon, breaks out over 3. So with ZDGE, the trade may not work, but I really like all the components lining up as far as a good setup. I look left on the daily, it's a breakout of 52-week highs. It's an earnings winner. It's got volume. Chart volume catalyst. And then now, intraday, it's putting in some support. It's putting in that higher low. So, I hope it works. If it doesn't, if it dies, it dies. EVK. That's keeping an eye on that one. EVK. What is it doing now? Oh, look at it. It was mirroring that I couldn't buy. I like EVK a lot. EVK. I want to buy EVK now on this pullback. I am going to buy it. It's over VWAP now. It just got rejected. It tried to break out over high a day. It pulled back. I like it. Okay, I'm long at 361. And it gets smacked down to the 350s. I might buy some more. I think I'm going to buy some more at try to buy some more at 350. Should I buy some more at 357? All right, I bought some more at 357. I should wait. I should have got it at should have put an order like 345 or 350. And just as I'm talking about how what a great, wonderful setup fucking ZDGE is, it's pulling back. I'm going to put my stop loss in. Because if this fucker can't hold the 230s, I'm out. So EVK holding the 350s so far. Hopefully we can continue consolidating over VWAP and we can get a breakout over higher day. I should have been buying it down here when you first alerted us, Matt. When it's putting in the higher lows and it was kind of basing here over 3. Should have been buying it there. Look at that volatility. You could have bought it at like 310, 320. Goes all the way to 380. This stock's pretty volatile. 60 cents? Hell yes. I would have taken that. Come on. Hold the 240 ZDGE. ZDGE barely hanging on to the 240s. ZDGE. It's all pathetic. And there goes EVK. Trying to hang on to VWAP. Buying made some good money from her EVK. I didn't trade that one yesterday. Come on. Hold the 340s. EVK. You can do it. Hold over VWAP. I added a little bit at 348. Let's get a break over high a day. Or not. And ZDG just took me out. That sucks. That's disappointing. It's really, really irritating that one didn't work out. Like, I had a lot of conviction in that setup, and it didn't work. That's okay though. SCKT holding over 350, but looks weak. I ain't touching that one. Right now, I'm thinking that EVK looks like the most promising setup, but I could be wrong. See if it holds the 340s. I mean, it looks like it's going to go. I mean, look at this trend. Look at that trend. Low, low, low. Another higher low. The 350s. The more we consolidate over that VWAP, I think we're going to get a squeeze to 4. And ZDG may still bounce. It's just not doing it now. Okay, I add a little bit more to my EVK. 350. I think we're going to go. There it goes, starting to pop a little bit. Need to get some sell orders ready. I'm going to start selling near high a day. 375, it gets up there. I'm going to start selling some. I'll definitely sell some at 4 if it gets to 4. There's the 360s. Okay, sold some at 365. Is it going to be short-lived? Yep. Rejected so far. Well, I'm glad I got some out at 365. But it may still just be consolidating. SNES hitting the high day scanner. Squeezing from the 170s to $3. Wow. So SNES. Wow, look at that squeeze on SNES. We missed this. Wow. Any shares to short? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I tried to short some at 312. Probably early though. Probably a good thing I couldn't get shares. And EVK back to 352. Okay, I just added those shares back at 351 that I sold at 365 on EVK. And right as I do that, it drops down to the 340s. I'm not going to cut it yet, though. SCKT back above VWAP. Yeah, I'm watching it. Up in the 380s. It's just chopping around between 350 and 4. You know, I don't know which way it's gonna go. I don't know if it's gonna break out or if it's gonna dump. Probably dump, but I think that about all of them. If Henry's here, he would say it's gonna go up. See if Henry's in anything. He said he's long. Got long at 5. Ooh, he's long SNES from 250. He did that like 4 minutes ago. Or probably not. Oh, he probably sent the alert a couple minutes afterwards. Ooh, that's a nice one, Henry. I don't know if he's at work or what's going on with him. So there's a pullback on SNES. You could buy it on this pullback. I'm not. I'm just going to watch it. And he sold some at 3. Good job, Henry. Way to sell. Took 50 cents a share. I'm happy for him. Yeah, he's long SNES from 250 and he sold some at 3. Good job, Henry. Glad he took some profits. Oh, yeah, I just looked at it. I love it when Henry sends us the alert. He says, I bought it at 250, I sold it at 3, and it's basically he doesn't send us the alert when he actually buys it. He just gives it to us after the fact. I'm like, we want the alert as soon as you buy it, not after you already made money on it and sold it. I mean, if we were talking about yesterday, that's one thing, but I mean, like in the moment when we're actively trading. So EVK holding the 340s. I'm praying for a squeeze to 4. SNES pulling back more. And there goes death candle. There's the death candle. Wow. SCKT. That's why I kept saying I don't trust it. Look at that death candle. From 408 all the way down to 311 in 1 minute. $1 a share in a minute. Man, that thing moved fast. What the hell just happened? Oh, my KXIN sold at 525. 525. So I made some money there. I got to get EVK on here. EVK. Come on, EVK. You can do it. Oh. EVK. You're disappointing. Alright, I'm just going to stick the old stop loss in at 339. Got the stop loss in on EVK at 339, just below these candles right here, where it's consolidating a review at. But I put it at 338, so looks like it's about to bust through it. Hopefully not, and I think it is. See if 340 can get bought up one more time. SNES though, 260s. I'm thinking about buying it right now. I keep telling myself I'm going to be done trading, but I think I'm going to have to buy this pullback. I'm in at 261 on SNES. SNES. And I'm out of EVK. Annoying. So that sucks. How far is SNES going to pull back? 260. I'll buy another 1,000 shares. And EVK dying. So I was going to be done, but now I'm long SNES from 260. I don't know, Matt. There was some action. I don't know. There was some action. I mean, yeah, I mean, well, the day's just begun, though, too. Maybe I shouldn't fuck with SNES. Maybe I should be done. Stop giving back my profits. When I look at the daily, look left on the daily, SNES does not look like the best contender. Should have did that before I got in the trade. I don't know if Henry trades from work or what. That'd be tough. So right now it's 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is the time for ZDGE to bounce off the 230s? Is it going to, or is it going to keep eating shit? Man, I still believe ZDG is going to bounce. I just got back in at 236. Oh, there's Henry. Look at him. He's at work. He logged in from work. Hey, everyone. Hello, Henry. Nice trade on SNES. I missed that one. Did you get any of the pre-market runners too, Henry? Yay or nay? And what about buying this pullback, Henry? Look at the SNES pullback. SNES. Think we can get a bounce back to 3? Also ZDGE, that's the other trade idea. for a dip buy. Look left on the daily. On ZDGE, it's a breakout on the daily. Gapped up pre-market. It's an earnings winner, right? I actually shorted this. Caught some. Tried dip buying it too early. Got out. And then now I'm trying again at 236. But looks like it's about to break low a day again. Maybe not, though. ZDGE looks like it wants to... every time I say that, though. Yeah. See, Henry says, I tried from my phone at work. That's why my alerts are late. Oh, okay. I bought KXIN at 5, sold some, re-added more at 5. Sorry, sold some at 6. Henry's long CRBP from yesterday. Check that out, CRBP. I remember you saying something that yesterday, didn't you? CRBP. This it's just going sideways. Oh, you're from... Oh. From 95 cents. Henry likes to buy the biggest percent losers when they sell off like this. Not for me, though. Look at that. SNES still selling off. I'm so happy you took your profits at 3. Meanwhile, I bought the dip and it keeps dipping. This might be a bad idea, but I'm going to add to the loser. Henry caught SCKT this morning at 280, sold at 360 when it was struggling. Look at that one from this morning. You got it at 280? So that's probably when it was ramping and getting ready to break out over the pre-market highs. That's the way it looks, yeah. And then sold at 360. So then it spiked up, it pulled back, held VWAP, and then it went up here. Yeah, it did look like it was struggling a little bit. Nice trade, though. Jesus Christ, SNES. This is why I was trying to short it. SNES putting in 0 bounces. SNES. Nada. What a great short that was, though. No shares, though. So I average down. My average now on SNES is 247. So if this thing doesn't bounce 20 cents, I'm going to give back all my profits on the day. Which is really annoying. And ZDGE going lower. Man, nothing wants to bounce, does it? SCKT dying. EVK couldn't hold. ZDGE couldn't hold. I don't know. It's looking pretty bleak, guys. I'm not really seeing anything that I like. Obviously, Bimmy. Bimmy fucking down to $2 from 270. The only one that's really holding up is KXIN. ZDGE down to 230. Henry has buy orders on SNES at 2, 2, and 190. Golly, Henry, you think it'll go down that far? Jeez. On SNES? Really? You think it would bounce before that? EVK holding 325. And putting in a higher low. EVK. So we'll pull back to the 320s. SNES bouncing up, putting in a weak ass bounce. Really sad and pathetic. I mean, you know what? I mean, SNES, I think probably just ends up being a one-day failed spiker. I mean, look at it. Look at the daily on it. I mean, the daily's just fucking just a massacre. Look at all those failed spikes. I mean, it may not even bounce at all. I mean, it just tried. It put in a fucking 5-cent bounce from 220 to 225. EVK, I feel like, has the best potential to go. At least it's putting in higher lows. You know? But I mean, every spike gets smacked down. I don't know. I don't like a whole lot of anything today. Right now. I mean, I was up $1,000, over $1,000 a little while ago. And I gave some back, and now if I were to realize my loss, right now if I was to realize my loss with SNES, I'd be down a couple $100. But it's coming back right now. 244 is my average, so get me out of 244. I'll take a break even. It's bouncing a little bit now, SNES. But, I mean, this bounce will probably be very, 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 very short-lived. I don't even think it'll get to VWAP. I don't think it'll get to 250. Not from looking left on that daily. Matt says YGYI. 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 Nice move. I would buy the pullback, but fuck, every pullback that I bought today has not worked out. Come on, get me out. 244. Come on, SNES. Get me out. Go to 250. I just need 10 more cents on SNES. Come on, you piece of shit. You got to bounce at least a VWAP. Or not. Nope. Fucking A. That's so annoying. It bounces up to 337 and then fucking rolls over. Missed my exit by 7 cents. Tempted just to take it all off right now. That's getting bought up right now, though. Oh. Damn it. I'm going to end up right on the day if I have to take this loss. Fuck. I've had a good week, though. I'll just wait and see if it can put in a higher low, and then maybe we can get another push. Earlier this week, I did the exact same shit where I think what day was it? Oh, Wednesday. What? Yeah, I think it was Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. I made good money in the live stream. I was up $2,000 on the day. On Wednesday. And I was done trading. And then after hours hits. And I dipped by ISIG. And instead of... I cut it the first couple of times. And took small paper cuts on it. And then it just kept... And then I bought it and I was like, alright, it's going to bounce. So then I just kept adding and adding and adding. And before I knew it, I had over 10,000 shares. And then finally, I cut the lot. I waited for it to bounce. Waited forever for it to bounce. It's so annoying. It finally bounced a couple hours after the after hours, and when it bounced, I took it off. I think like at 150, and my average was like 180, so I lost like 30 cents on it. Oh no, it was 160. 160 I took it off. 159 into the after hours bounce, and then it like and so it wiped out all my profits for the day. All 2,000 I had $2,000 in profits, wiped them all out, and then also ended up we're getting a pop to the 240s. How did I not have my order in yet? Come on. Come on, give me a bounce to 240. Damn it. It popped to 240 and I missed the sell. God damn it, that's annoying. Come on. Alright, it took some out at 235. So I've had a pretty good week, but, you know,
IPO is now trading.
Yesterday I made pretty good money, and today I was up over 1,000, And now I've given most of that back. Well, if I realized the rest of this loss right here on SNES, I would be red on the day. Which I'm thinking of doing. I mean, I hate to be red on the day, but I'm still green on the week, and I don't feel like letting this thing continue to go against me. I mean, it could go to VWAP, maybe. I only sold half my position. So, there we are. We're up to 230s. I probably just wasn't patient enough, and it's probably going to go to the 250. So right now I'm like really annoyed with myself that I had a nice winner on the day and I overtraded and ended up fucking myself. But come on, give us a pop to 250 for me to sell into. Come on. Come on, you fuck. You can squeeze to over 3 and you can't fucking bounce for shit. Damn it. I'm out. I sold it all at 233. I'm not going to let this thing just roll over and then keep fucking fading on me all day. I'm not doing it. I'd rather be red on the day. I can make it up somewhere else. Oh, never mind. I didn't get all my shares out. It didn't sell them all for me. That's some bullshit. Only sold 850 shares. Fuck. Well, didn't get it all out. Didn't get executed on everything. Wasn't quick enough. Should have took it all out at 238. SCKT really dumping now. KTOVIA no volume but moving. Henry says patience, Brian. Dude, you know why I don't have patience with this, Henry? Look at the fucking daily chart. Look left. Look left on the daily chart. This may be the only bounce that this thing puts in all day long. You know what I mean? This may be this little bounce right here may be all it does all day long. You think it's going back to 3? Fuck no, this thing ain't going back to 3. Look left on the daily. Look left. I don't know how many times I have to say it. You know? When you see a daily chart that looks like that, where you just got failed spike after failed spike, it's going to have a ton of overhead resistance. I hope I'm wrong, because I want to fucking, you know, I would love to see it bounce to 3, or fuck, I'd love to see it bounce to 250. All right. There's 240. There's 240. Come on. Maybe Henry was right. God, I hope I'm wrong. I hope you're right, Henry. I'm out at 240. I do not trust it. So I'm now down officially $238 on the day, which I can live with. I'm okay with that. I just don't trust SNES. EVK, though, looks like it's popping off the 320s and looks like it's wanting to squeeze. And I would have got out break even almost. ZDGE, if you want to dip buy anything at 2, ZDGE. Look at this one. EVK up to 350 now. I'm not chasing it. I probably shouldn't trade anything right now. I'm like frustrated with myself. I'm a little angry at myself for giving back my profits. I did it twice this week. Thank God I still had a great week. SNES rejected by the 240s so far. EVK. Bought some ZDGE at 223. KTOV, Matt says. I need to look at that one. And look at SNES. Thank God I got it at 240. Got out at 240. Look at it. Rejected by 240. You'll probably get your buy order, Henry. It's probably going to go to 2 for sure. Or lower. EVK, I don't know what to do with that. Meanwhile, YGYI. Let's look at that one. YGYI. Oh, yeah. Look at that, Matt. Did you buy some? Oh. Did you buy some, Henry? Looks like a pretty good buy right now. Or not right now, but off that VWAP, off this consolidation. Look at this volume coming in. I like it. Oh, you just watching, Matt? I'm just watching too. I mean, I got the ZDGE, but I'm not, well, other than that trade, I think ZDGE's got a bounce in it. Man, SCKT down to $3. And what about EVK? I think EVK is about to pop off and squeeze. Put in a bull flag, EVK. I bought some. Bought some at 347. 340. Yep, 347. I think it's about to squeeze off this VWAP. Had that little pop from the 330s up. It's putting in this little bull flag. Hopefully we can get a swipe up towards 375. And no. Jesus Christ. Every trade idea, I mean, my overnight trades worked out fantastic, but every intraday trade idea that I've had so far has done nothing but fail. All right. I'm frustrated. I'm really irritated with myself. I'm frustrated. Now I can't get out. Get me out of EVK. There, I'm out now. So just ate another loss. So now I'm down $356 on the day, which is, it's not much compared to my week, but I'm angry right now, so I definitely, remember I had 5 rules. Rule number 1, respect your risk. Rule number 2, don't add to a loser unless it's part of your plan. And rule number 3, don't trade when you're frustrated or angry. And right now, I'm that right now, so I shouldn't be trading. The SPY is red. Thank you, Brian. My overnight trades worked out great. I made all my money on my overnight trades. So I overtraded too much today. So that's rule number 3. Don't trade when you're frustrated. Rule number 4, trade familiar setups. Try to avoid all the noise. And I don't remember what rule number 5 was. So I'm going to step away from my computer. Kind of YGYI, looking nice. YGYI. Look at that. YGII. Good idea, Matt. Good idea. Look at that. Right off VWAP. 75 cents up to 90. I'd be selling right now, but I didn't get in, so that's okay. The SPY's red. I'm going to take a break. I'll come back at it, get at it later. I still got my ZDGE. I think it's going to bounce. I do. I'm in from 232. Meanwhile, SNES rolling over. You're gonna get your $2 buy, Henry. I don't know if you want it, dude. This thing may just fade, may die, and just never come back. SNES. It's rolling over down to the 220s now. But, anyways, thank you guys for showing up. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. Man, 2 hours already went by quick. 2.5 hours. That was fast. So there you go, guys. There's how to make money and lose it. There's how to turn a winner into a loser. So that's what I did today. It's okay. I did it twice this week. But that's okay. It's easy to fuck shit up and make mistakes in this game. Thank you, Brian. Thank you for coming. Thanks for popping in, Henry. It was a good trade idea, Matt. Even though I didn't execute it on the YGYI. I'm going to go have some breakfast and ice my knee. See you guys next Wednesday.